And today we practice Bakasana, crane, crow pose, and today we do it on low intensity. So if you either want to start making your first steps towards Bakasana, or you simply want to use Bakasana for a little 10-minute practice, then join me. We start lying on the back, and the feet are on the ground, the knees are bent. Make sure your feet are not too close, not too far. And then you just start and arch the back, so the lower back lifts and comes away from the mat, and then you let the lower back sink and breathe out and press it into the mat. It could be that the sacrum lifts a little bit, that's okay. And then again, in, arching, lower back lifting, out, pressing the lower back into the mat, and again in and out. So just do this a couple more times and focus on, as you exhale and press the lower back into the mat, try to feel that you can draw the abdomen in, and those are the deep abdominal muscles that you're activating. So just one more time, in and out. So now we're gonna lift the head, go a little bit, activate the abdomen a little bit more. Start by lifting the head, and we're gonna pull one thigh to the chest, stretching the other leg. Exhale, inhale, change. Exhale, pull the other thigh to the chest. And I'm doing it now with my shoulder blades on the mat. So I'm really just lifting the head, and the abdomen is a little bit activated. If possible, come a little bit higher. Lift the shoulder blades off the mat. And maybe then you can actually touch your chest with your thigh. And the thigh is coming to the chest, and the chest is also coming to the thigh. And out. Really give it enough time. In and out. In and out. 2 more times each side. The lower back is flat on the mat, and the spine is rounded, and the upper back is rounded. And then relax. Go back to the simple arching and flattening of the back, back to maybe somewhat deeper, slower breath, once or twice, and then roll over one side and come to stand on your hands and knees. And see that the hands are under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and start going through cat and cow. So arching as you inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the sit bones, and then exhale, pull the sit bones down and let the head drop as well. And then in again and out. In, and now really move the shoulder blades as well. So here the shoulder blades sort of drift and move away from each other towards the floor. And now as you inhale, you move them a little bit back and a little bit towards each other, moving the chest forward. And again, out. Also here you can focus on drawing the abdomen in as you breathe out. Again, in and out. And now we're going to do one more thing here, similar. Come on the fingertips just so that you have a little bit more space. Otherwise, you can also use 2 yoga blocks under the hands. Bring the knees closer together. And now lengthen the right leg. Inhale, you can lift the chest a little bit. Exhale, round the back. Try to touch your forehead with the right knee. And then again, in and out. 2 more times, in. So really press the fingers into the floor and round the upper back, in and out. Okay, then just a little pause, cat and cow once or twice, also for the fingers, once or twice. And then again, knees closer together, come on the fingertips, lengthen the left leg, inhale, and now round the back and try to touch the forehead with the left knee. And again, in and out. In and out. Last time, in and out. Come into a downward facing dog and walk the feet to the hands. Come into a forward bend, feet. The feet can be shoulder width apart, parallel to each other. Bend the knees. The knees are bent. So this is not exactly a normal forward bend. Really bend the knees. And then come high on the fingertips, pull the chest forward, lengthen the spine. And now let the upper body melt like a blanket on the thighs, round the back. And see if you can fit the knees into your armpits. See if you can cover your knees with your armpits. And then relax the neck. And breathe. Last thing we're going to do, keep the hands grounded, make a little step back with the feet, now take them together. And then you're going to come down, and from here, so the feet are together, the knees are together, ground the hands, and then start lifting the pelvis slowly, separate the knees, but keep the inner edges of the feet together. And go a little bit higher, press the hands into the floor, round the back, the upper back. And maybe then just touch your armpit or your triceps with your knees, and then back, and then again touch. Keep the arms stretched, keep pressing into the floor, and again touch. There's a tiny little bit of a weight shift. So again, repeating it, it would be from here, grounding the hands, starting to lift, separating the knees, keeping the inner edges of the feet together, and then pressing the hands into the floor, touching the knees to your triceps or upper arms. Good. Now step back. Come to lie on your front side. Hands on the forehead on the hands, head on the hands. First relax, shake a little bit the arms, the hips, the legs. And now bring the hands to more or less where the lower ribs or middle ribs are on the mat, close to the body. Activate the legs. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Stay here. Really pulling the shoulders back, pulling the elbows back. And then without bending the knees, lift the legs just a little bit off the mat. Come into a locust, Shalabhasana. And this is just a counter pose after all the rounding of the spine that we've done. This is doing a little bit of the opposite and activating the back instead of stretching it. And then just relax. So I hope this was helpful. If you found it helpful and you want to go further, step further, then check the medium intensity Bakasana practice, and have a nice day.